you can call this one like TOC heading. And now you can go back in and mark it. So you're going to get a little bit smaller, or
They're available up here as well, but you can also get
for the headings, not the chapters.
Okay.
And right now this style actually isn't applied to anything, you're just creating it. And then we're going to go into the table of contents and change the entry style.
So it looks like you had all on one line if you.
The other big thing that I would change is the index spacing.
So yeah, it does get into
Get rid of all of that and see how it works. So now that you have that heading style,
that was highlighted.
do it in your table of contents. So go
Yeah,
layout,
it's just a matter of getting used to like.
table of contents,
If you like go.
and just with heading clicked, tell it to use that TOC heading entry style.
I would
Go
pull your text box just like completely off to the side, just so it's not just.
Let's go.
So now you see we got that overlay.
Sorry, do you mind if I just like play around with this for a second and just figure out what styles are being used for what and stuff? Okay, so this is using TOC chapter. I'm just gonna
But I can change manually the font size.
I'm just gonna update that style so that it's matching this now. Why did that? Oh, that's not what I wanted, of course. This is what I
Try
wanted.
dragging it out.
Refine style. Okay, so I just made it so the TOC chapter now matches whatever is on this text.
Oh,
And then these ones
that's
are using
nice.
heading.
But then it's going to change the rest of the magazine though.
No, because TOC chapter is only being used in the TOC. Yeah. So then I just came here and with this one selected, I updated TOC heading to match it. So now we're gonna have to go in and change that again in case there were other formatting things. Then I'm also gonna come here and create a new style for this table of contents title because it's slightly smaller than the chapters. So we'll call this one TOC title.
Yeah.
And it's based on chapters, but and now you should be able to come here in your table of contents settings and tell the table of contents title to use that TOC title style, and chapters to use TOC chapter, and the headings to use TOC heading. And now all of these will be using styles that are only used in the table of contents, so you can just modify those styles and it will only affect the table of contents. Also coming here and
You can change like all the spaces.
remove these tabs because that was what was making your appear all over the place. I don't know where you want your page numbers for the table of contents in the other one or before, but I think this looks really nice. So let's see how that works. Okay, so there's some issues happening here. That's closer though. But now that we have all those styles applied, yeah, everything is the same size and stuff. So let's try making TOC chapter. A little bit bigger. Oh yeah, they're all 24. Let's make this 30. And yeah, because we're changing the paragraph style. And then we could make TOC heading. Oh, oops. And we can change TOC heading to be
So why is it like
this
boxy
here
here?
as well if we wanted to.
It's just a matter.
And yeah, it's changing everything because those are all of the instances of this TOC heading style.
And so it's just
So I wanted
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the alignment on these
to see if there's so much
chapter
space.
titles. That's in.
Yeah, it's just because this line is short. Okay.
So,
So that's not changing my
oh,
text box.
chapters, it's got this Y,
Yeah.
I'm not certain
Oh.
what that code stands for.
So that's not really a text box issue.
Yeah,
I think
it's just
it's
a matter of like where the paragraph.
Some sort of
is.
tab space.
I think that's right.
But if you want to like move your quote down, let's shoot the paragraph.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
And then the other one.
okay.
Well, all of my
Yeah,
attributes
so-
are more than-
So then that works fine if that's how
Okay.
you want it to be set up. But do you get what these options are all
That was a lot of work.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah, I just gotta figure out how to play with it to
Yeah,
do what I
it's
want.
kind of,
Did you have a question?
Yeah, they're closer together, but
I did, but I figured it out. I was trying to figure out how to do the
they're
pattern.
not.
where do you
Oh,
want
okay.
them?
Just to make it have more space.
The title above the page number,
Okay,
like how I had it.
so to make that change, don't cancel out of this, you can just fix it right here. So you'll wanna make changes to how the chapters appear in your table of contents, right?
Yeah, I would want it on the, I guess on the
So
right.
you want to be.
So that's the options that you're getting right here, right now, for this, you know, how does the chapter style appear in the table of contents, that's what these options are. So,
Oh, okay, so.
Yes, thank you.
so it's mainly
And then
these
people
three
don't-
options.
While you draw it.
Versus the entry style, what, you know, what paragraph style should we use here? So it's using that style,
How
that
do
makes
I,
it like size
how do I
30
space
and not
this
have
in
extra
text?
spacing
Okay,
and be
so
black
let's
and that
look
font
at
and whatever.
Okay, so you'll need to
so
go
that's-
to your
that's all
graph
good.
panel.
But then
Um,
here,
You can either
you're
go to
having
window and
issues.
find it,
So
or you can
this
also
setting
just alt
says
click
where
on
should the
one of
page
these
number
top
be?
options.
Right now it's after the
So,
entry,
these are
I'm
the
pretty sure you
pattern
want it before.
Well,
options.
for the
You
chapter.
have to select your wrap and then you can change.
I mean, you can do it either way,
Okay.
but-
On the bottom for, oh, it's on the bottom.
okay.
Yes.
And then the big problem is between the entry and the number, right now there's that right indent tab, and you don't
Yeah,
want that.
that's-
Because that's
I don't want
making
that.
this appear on the left and that appear on the
But yeah,
right.
it's just among the text wrap options. You can change it.
So you can put in a bullet
I have to
character.
figure out how to just put text around the image, I just go
But I
to
don't
it.
want
Oh, yeah.
the chapter line to have a bullet.
Okay, then try just a space
Yeah.
instead.
So now if I put this
Um,
in there, will the text from this, would it
I
look select?
don't know, they're all so different. They're all just different sizes.
So all I did was.
I think a non-breaking space,
Yeah,
I'm
then
not
it should
actually
just be
sure
the-
what exactly that does. I would go with,
Wrap around.
like an M space.
I know, Photoshop.
That's,
Yeah.
Alright, let's
But it's the
white
part where
space.
you
So-
put the image in.
you're good, that made progress, so just go back into layout, and there's just one thing that needs to change. Yeah, so go back into layout and we can fix that. The problem
And
is,
so
on chapters, when you added in those extra characters here, it left behind the other ones too. So you just need to come in here,
And so now you can go to file.
you just-
place,
yeah, you can just clear that out and then put in an M space.
and put the image in it. And then because it's already selected, it will put it in there. But you just need to change it so it fills
You
the
don't
whole
need the
frame and
page
you
numbers
use
at
those
all?
fit options
Well,
up here.
that first one works.
This one?
Oh yeah, they are all the same. That's true, you don't need page numbers on those. Then I would just go in here and tell it to have no page numbers.
Thanks.
Yeah, so right here where it says before or after, the third
Yeah,
option
it's
is
just too
none.
big, so I gotta fit it to the, where's the
I usually
Oh,
use
sorry.
this
Oh, I was
Um,
in the wrong.
Yeah, undo and then go back in.
Or whatever chapter.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
It always seems to default back to heading, every time that you come in here, it's working on heading.
And then text.
That's better.
sweet.
I wish you could see a preview while you were working with your table of contents as well, that could be really
Yeah,
helpful.
cause like on this one.
'Cause otherwise you have
it's
to-
so much smaller than this.
Yeah, so that's
like
just
I was trying to
different,
do it
like,
manually.
That's just different like text sizes.
Okay.
So you could do that just manually or just change the paragraph styles.
It's so high.
And that would make them all smaller.
And then the game space between here, I can just do enter.
Yeah.
Cause like, see now it's wrapping, but it's not wrapping when I do this, it's just.
Cool, thanks for that.
I like that.
Much better.
Should I have the text selected instead of image?
How's everything going?
Had it.
Good, I think.
Oh, no, it's
Just,
wrapped.
So, and just with that change
But no, it's not.
to center your chapters,
Uh-huh.
Huh.
that's the sort of thing that typically you'd want to do on your paragraph
It
style.
has to do
Yeah.
it.
Just so that it applies everywhere, makes it all
I think
really
it probably
consistent.
does.
So you just,
What does the plus need again?
that means that this instance has had some changes applied on top of the paragraph
Yeah, I
style.
was actually looking at
Okay.
the one time that you had that I have class like every day.
So-
Section rule kind of?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it.
Um,
But,
So if you want to
it's okay if I can't do
get rid of
We
that,
already finished.
so you saw when you just clicked on that,
So back.
then it moved it back.
Okay, so it's
Um,
content
But you
and
can double click
design file.
on that like you just did and change the styles here to match what you want, and then it'll apply everywhere. The other thing that you can do, if you cancel out of this and then undo once, so you get it back in the center. So while you have that plus, if you right click, you can just redefine your style and it will update the style to match that text. So you can just like, if you're like, oh no, I want my chapters to be centered, you just center one and then redefine the style and it will center all of them.
Right, right. Cool. Now you do that same with. Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
The other way to get rid of that plus is this button down at the bottom, which takes all the changes off and brings it back to the basic style.
Cool.
Because you did it on that text box.
To outline the image.
Yeah, we just go to this tool here.
Right.
I clicked that bit, like, can you
And
go
then,
now?
you can click here. And then type. And then put the text editors.
Ah,
Yeah.
so weird, so bad. I was like, I put all the
So,
tools that you're not using. Thank you.
Okay, it looks like you guys are doing pretty good with the text wrapping and your images and all that.
text off.
There's just a few more things I wanna go over,
If you have.
and that would be tables, and then pre-flight and packaging. So that you can send your document to other people, they can use it, or you can print it.
You couldn't do that by changing a setting on the text, right?
Right, that's right.
So let's find a place where we wanna put a table. This page looks good. So there's an entire table menu up here at the top.
So I'm changing.
You can just hit tables, and then create table. And you can tell it how big you want it to be. 4x4 should be good. We don't need any headers. And then there's different styles of tables you can make, just like you can make a paragraph style or an object style. But we don't have any, so we'll just leave it as the basic. And hit OK. And then you can click and drag it out where you want it to be. And then we have lots of options for editing our table.
So, if you're here.
You'll see that there's a lot of new options here at the top. So let's say I want all these top cells to be merged so I can have a title there. I'll just click and drag over them to highlight, and then I can right click and hit merge cells.
Isn't that what the heading was that you didn't click on?
The heading just like adds another row, so you can have headings for each column, but if you want to merge them, you'll still have to do that.
Doesn't make any difference.
It just adds another row.
So is the goal to get as much readable text on?
And then you can type in each of these cells you have.
I mean,
If
for
we're a
to
publisher
look at
that's
the,
paying for pages.
So let's say we want to format them so they're not transparent.
White space for the.
We'll need to go up to table
Although the table is one.
and under table options,
It's just a bit weird looking. when
we
it's-
can change it so they're filled. So where it says alternating fills, if you click there, then you can change the color on those. So alternating pattern, I'm gonna have it go every other row, be the same color. And then I'm gonna change that to this orange. And we do have a preview box on this that we can check and see how that looks.
And if you just.
And the
drag
alternating
these,
color I want to be white.
then you have it. Just like that, you get wrong, see?
So you have to have the table selected to go into the options.
Yes.
So if
So
you
just be clicked somewhere in your table.